Whatever horrors we may find in these dark spaces, we must have heart and see them through. There are no premature endings, there are no wrong decisions, there are only fresh perspectives and new beginnings. This is a love story. So this is a game I've been looking forward to since we played the demos a while back on the channel. Slay the Princess. It is finally out. I don't really know what to expect with the full version of this game. It was pretty weird in the demo, but it's kind of like a choose your own adventure book, except in game form, to anyone who's old enough to remember those. So I assume some playthroughs are going to be a lot shorter than others, but for now we're just going to play it and see what we're going to see. I do intend to revisit this game many times. I want to see as much of it as I can, so we probably will do many videos on it, but for the first one, let's see if we can beat the game, get an ending, and see what we're going to see. Let's start it. Chapter 1, The Hero and the Princess. So I believe the demo consisted of Chapter 1 and 2.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world. The
only thing I remember from the demo is that I don't trust the narrator or the princess. Let's see. Let's just silently continue to the cabin. Let's just listen to him, indulge the narrator for our first playthrough. Help him tell the story.
You make your way up the short path to the cabin. You'll find the princess within. A warning before you go any further. She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says. We're not going to go through with this, right? She's a princess. We're supposed to save princesses, not slay them.
True. Me. Also, I'm not entirely sure who the voices are. I assume they're just voices in our head as the main character. I'm not sure if the voice of the hero is us speaking to the narrator.
Ignore him. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
It's a voice. Proceed into the cabin. I'm so excited. I'm gonna slay me a princess.
The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare. The air is stale and musty, and the floor and walls are painted in a fine layer of dust. The only furniture of note is a plain wooden table. Perched on that table is a pristine blade.
We're definitely taking the blade.
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Oh, I remember. Yeah, definitely take the blade.
You take the blade from the table. It'd be rather difficult to slay the princess and save the world without it.
True. Enter the basement.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below. This is an oppressive place. The air feels heavy and damp, a hint of rot filtering from the ancient wood. If the princess really lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor. Her voice carries up the stairs.
Who's there?
I love the voice acting in this.
She sounds dangerous. It's almost as if she's the one in charge down here.
Not for long.
Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation.
Oh, I know. I'm being manipulated from all angles here, pretty sure. Let's see. Let's continue being quiet. Let's continue down the stairs.
Good. You're still listening to reason.
For now. Narrator. You're like the last person I want to listen to.
Walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement.
She's so coldly beautiful. Is she really a threat to the world?
Focus on the task at hand.
And there you are. Are you here to kill me or something?
Should we try to reason with her on our first playthrough? I don't remember which my favorite outcome was on the demo that we saw. And even if I could, I would have no memory of how to get to it. So we're just gonna say... I haven't decided yet.
How about you drop the knife and the two of us just talk?
How about we talk while I hold on to the knife?
Look how reasonable she's being. We should just drop the blade and talk things out.
I am not dropping the blade.
Don't you dare.
Not that it matters.
We can decide what we want to do after we talk to her. Maybe she really is a monster. Killing someone in cold blood isn't very becoming of us.
Tighten our grip.
You ignore the trembling in your hands and tighten your grip on the blade.
You poor thing. Your hands are shaking. Are you Scared of me? Because you should be.
I am.
You step forward, your grip on the blade tightening as you steel your resolve.
I'm probably chained up in this basement for a reason, right? And if that knife is the only weapon you have, you'll have to get close enough to use it.
True.
So, you should just drop it. Best not to risk finding out what I can do.
I will risk it.
She's unarmed. If you hesitate now, it'll be too late. End this.
Let's just fucking do it. Let's slay the princess.
Doubt, unfortunately, clouds your thoughts as you attempt to run her through. A moment of distraction and hesitation is all she needed to sidestep your thrust and deliver a catastrophic blow to your jaw.
I just want to get to the new content as quickly as possible.
It feels like you've been hit with a sledgehammer. You can feel bone grinding on bone where your jaw has been fractured. Holy shit, that hurts!
Yeah.
Though she's unarmed, the shock of that first strike is enough to stagger you, putting you and the princess on somewhat equal footing. Your blade slashes through the air again and again, and her fists connect with your body as many times or more, each impact as heavy as that first bone-crushing hit. We can still turn this around.
Finish the job.
You and the princess stare at each other, both
already know this doesn't
gasping
go well.
for breath, equally exhausted. You probably won't make it out of here alive, but you can at least make sure that she won't make it out of here either.
Yeah, doubtful.
Excuse me? Do you think this is what I wanted to happen? I have a duty to state the facts of the situation, and honestly, it's a miracle anyone is still standing right now. Can you not feel all those ruptured organs bouncing around in there? If the princess doesn't do our friend in herself, internal bleeding is certain to finish the job.
What? Is the narrator talking to the voice in my head like I'm not even here?
The two of you clash for the final time. You feel your ribs break as she delivers a heavy blow, but you push through the pain, falling forward and sinking your blade deep into the princess's heart.
We didn't succeed though, right? I don't remember this.
Oh,
Oh yeah, I do. She's fine.
The two of you fall to the floor.
this was fun.
The princess gasps, her voice an unhealthy rasp as her lungs start to fill with blood.
Maybe we did succeed the first
You put up
time.
more of a fight than I thought you would. But I have to wonder. Do you really think this is the end?
I don't think it is. I know it isn't.
But you don't have time
See you
to
in a
worry
minute.
over such things. Everything goes dark, and you die.
Oh yeah, already at chapter 2. That was my goal. I'm just trying to get through the first 2 chapters as quickly as possible.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
Yeah, narrator, we've been through this before.
You're here to
many
slay
times.
her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Wait, hasn't this already happened?
It hasn't.
It
or
has.
if it has, I certainly haven't been a part of it. We've just met for the first time, you and I.
I don't trust you, narrator.
If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way.
Well, which other voice do we get?
You know I can hear you, right? It's going to be a lot harder than you think to keep secrets from me. That's fine.
Stubborn.
It doesn't matter if he can hear us. The only thing that matters is marching up to that cabin and winning.
You know what? Perfect voice for me. I like it.
That's the spirit.
Yeah.
There's no point in squabbling when the real threat is just up that hill.
Let's see. Let's assume I'm telling the truth, and all of this really did happen. Why should I listen to you, narrator? Why should I bother doing anything?
Those are two very different questions, but fine. I'll indulge you if that's what it takes to get you moving.
It will, thank you.
Let's say for a moment that this really is the second time you've met me, or at least a version of me. If you're back here, I'm assuming you died, which probably only happened because you didn't listen to
I
me.
actually did listen to you, narrator. Thank you very
We
much.
did our best with the information we were given, and we did kill her.
Yeah.
And yet you still died, didn't you? So congratulations. You've been given another chance to actually do this right.
Maybe if I had a better freaking narrator give me better direction.
And I believe your other question was something along the lines of, oh, what's the point of doing anything? If you're asking that, it sounds to me like you're making the rather dangerous assumption that your actions last time around didn't have any consequences. What do you mean? Of course there weren't any consequences. We killed the princess killed us, and now everyone's right back where they started. That sounds pretty consequence-free to me.
True, hero.
Yes, but in this purely hypothetical scenario, that begs the question of how you got back here. Did time simply rewind itself, or were you instead transported to a different world entirely?
Now, this is actually something I really do want to know about this game. I'm still so curious why we always get sent back to the beginning.
Had you failed to slay the princess, what would have happened to everyone in the place you left? Ugh, enough with the talking. We've got a fight to win. Nothing else matters.
Did I ever get this voice in the demos? I don't remember it, but I like it. It is my voice in my head most of the time.
I couldn't agree more. The cabin and your destined confrontation with the princess awaits.
All right, let's talk about this princess.
Just be quick about it.
Sure. I feel like we got time, though. Let's see. Oh my gosh. Who locked her in the basement? What is this place?
People locked her in that basement, and I told you what this place is. It's a path in the woods. Don't overcomplicate things.
Oh, narrator, you're already starting to irk me. Pretty bad. We killed each other last time around. How can I make sure that doesn't happen again?
Like I said, if she killed you, it was probably because you didn't listen to me.
Not
don't
true.
Don't talk to her. Don't trust her.
I did
Just
talk
go
to
in,
her.
do your job, and save the world.
I need more
This
information
is
than that.
Maddening. Why do you keep asking questions?
Okay, stubborn, I'm sorry, but we
There's
need some
nothing
answers,
wrong with
man.
getting the full picture of what's going on here.
Exactly.
Sure there is. It's wasting time and energy that would be better spent fighting.
I do agree. But I still want to ask some questions, man, so you just have to calm down and wait. Let's see.
She is just a princess.
I didn't see what I
Whatever
asked.
you think happened to you last time, just get it out of your head before you get to the cabin, and you'll be fine.
If people locked her away, why couldn't they slay her? Why is this falling on me?
Look, I'm not supposed to say this, but it's because you're special. You're the only person capable of doing this. Call it a prophecy, if that helps, but it's just the way things are. Oh, I didn't know we were special.
Don't let him fool you. That's just him trying to freaking manipulate us.
Yeah, I like the sound of that.
Always getting to both of them.
Of course you're special. Why else would you be here?
I ain't buying it. You're being cagey. Why aren't you telling me?
I've told you everything you need to know.
Yeah?
Going into more detail will just overcomplicate an otherwise very simple situation and make your job more difficult.
Dude, this whole thing involves killing somebody. I can make it a little bit more complicated if I want to. It's actually already pretty complicated because I don't really know what's going on.
What else would we even need to know? We've got all the reason we need for a rematch.
I mean, true, yeah. She killed us, right? I need some revenge.
Exactly. The less you know about her, the better.
So there is, like, clearly a lot more information he's not giving us. And that is all.
Great. Now, if you don't mind, the whole world is waiting with bated breath for you to save it from ruin.
Then let's do it. I'm so tempted to just turn around and leave. Depending on how long this playthrough is, I might try that before, because I think that's the funniest outcome. Every time you try to leave, you just get caged in with more and more cabins until you cannot avoid them any longer. That was the best. All right, let's proceed to the cabin.
A warning before you go any further.
I know.
She will lie,
I know.
she will cheat,
Yep.
and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says. Lying and cheating doesn't sound like her at all. Not that it matters. It's not like she can lie or cheat in the middle of a fight. Are you sure about that?
She could.
The point of my warning wasn't to start an argument over what circumstances the princess is capable of lying in. It was to give you some broadly applicable advice. The
Okay.
princess will do and say whatever she thinks it will take to get her out of there. So don't trust her. Ever. Are we clear?
I actually kind of get the feeling she's going to be the good guy in the story at the end. I don't know. I just want to get to the end.
Let's just get on with it already.
Yeah, let's go. Proceed to the cabin.
The cabin is tighter
Ooh,
than its exterior would
super
suggest.
different from anything I've
Its
seen.
cold stone walls press in on you, as if trying to forcefully direct you towards your destination. The only furniture of note is a black iron altar with a pristine blade perched on its edge.
And the mirror. I remember that was in the updated demo, but they never really did tell you what it was, and I believe the narrator never mentions it. It tells you it doesn't exist. Dang, listen to the music in here. Okay, I want to check out the mirror first things first.
Even the cabin has the right idea. Let's get moving.
We're going to...
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Approach the mirror, yes.
You walk up to the wall next to the basement door. It's a wall. There isn't much to see here.
Oh, there's something to see here, narrator.
What are you talking about? This isn't a wall. It's a mirror. Or at least it'll be a mirror once we wipe off that layer of grime.
Oh, wipe the mirror clean.
You reach forward and rub your hand against the cabin wall. I hope you know how ridiculous you look right now. But there was a mirror a second ago.
Oh, it's gone.
And now it's gone.
Yeah.
So all of us can stop arguing about it and get to fighting.
Oh, start... Normally I would be all in with this voice, but damn, he needs to chill out. This whole cabin is different than last time.
Very different. Maybe that's because you haven't actually been here. I hope this means you'll finally drop that ridiculous past life nonsense. You haven't died, and you certainly haven't been killed by the princess.
Sure thing, narrator.
So focus up. The world is depending on you.
You keep saying that. Nonetheless, I believe it. Take the blade.
You take the blade from the altar. It would be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon.
True. Wish we had a better weapon, though. Enter the basement. Yeah, I actually don't think I ever got this in the demo. I don't remember the cabin
Door to the
ever looking like
basement
this.
creaks open, revealing a rough stone staircase, its walls pressing at your sides and tightening as you descend. The air seeping from below is heavy and oppressive, with an almost sulfuric odor to it. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor.
Yeah, you said that last time, narrator.
Her fierce voice carries up the stairs.
Is that another challenger?
Another one.
Finally. It's been ages since I've had a good fight.
Oh, we're here for a good fight.
This isn't what she sounded like last time. Her voice is a little deeper, almost threatening.
Yeah, she's pissed off. We fucking stabbed her.
Good. Sounds like my kind of princess.
Oh, stubborn.
As much as I appreciate the enthusiasm, just make sure you don't let your bloodlust get to your head. You need to stay
I'll try.
focused, keep your wits about you. Remember, you're here to slay the princess, not to have a good fight.
Why not both, narrator? Why not both?
As you descend the
Ooh.
final step, the form of the princess comes into view.
She looks like a
A
demon.
large shackle leading from her wrist to the basement wall. Looks like she could rip those chains out of the wall without a second thought.
Well, then she probably would have.
Oh, it's you again. I've been hoping you'd find your way back here. Good to see the death doesn't stick for either of us.
Apparently. I guess we are special.
And you brought your little knife, too. Yes.
What are you calling little? It's not the size that matters, lady.
I'm going to have fun breaking you into little pieces.
We'll see. There's so many of these that I want to say. Turn around and leave without saying anything? I don't know what happened to you since the last time we met, but I am not fighting a giant demon lady. Bye. Yeah, we're not saying that, though. Let's just be an asshole to the narrator. I hope you heard all of that, Mr. Narrator. This is a lot different than last time, but last time definitely happened.
Okay, fine. Let's say for a moment I believe you. For all we know, whatever happened to you last time was just a fluke, and beyond that, do you know who doesn't remember anything that happened last time? Me. I don't remember what happened last time.
Do you believe him? I don't know if I believe him.
Are you okay?
Yeah, he sounds a little bit pissy.
Of course I'm not okay. As far as we're all concerned, the fate of my world is
His
still
world.
very much on the line.
His
All
world.
of us have the luxury of jumping over to a parallel universe the second we die.
So it's parallel universes. He clearly knows more than what he's letting on. So you do remember me.
Oh, I remember you all right. Best 3 minutes of my life. So, why don't we do it again?
3 minutes? I'm pretty sure I lasted longer than 3 minutes, but as long as they were the best, then I'll take
See?
it.
She wants to fight us again. There's no reason for us to stand around talking.
Yeah. Tempting. I kind of want to free her. I haven't decided what I'm doing yet.
And why not? You decided what to do with me quickly enough last time.
True.
Are you scared I'm going to kill you again? Maybe you're worried I'll put you down for good this time.
No.
If you
Maybe a
want
little.
to talk, I guess I can talk. But you should come a little closer first.
I don't want to. Okay, let's try it. I'm actually here to free you.
Free her? You aren't. I don't know why I'm even bothering, to be honest. You know the stakes of the situation.
Oh, I know. Your world, man. You already said it. I don't care about your world, narrator.
Who says I want to be free?
Oh, there's a curveball. If you don't want to be free, what do you want then?
I want the two of us to fight to the death. I want to feel your knife split my flesh. And I want to hear your bones snap beneath my fists.
Too kinky for me, lady. Way
Is that
too kinky
really
for
too
me.
much to ask?
Yeah, I don't really want to consent to that.
Yeah, especially that last part.
Agreed, hero.
Don't be such a coward.
Also agree, stubborn.
I'm just being cautious. If it comes to violence, we can find a way to deal with her that doesn't involve throwing our life away. I'd rather not die again, and I find it deeply disturbing that you seem to relish the thought of it. Because it doesn't matter if we die again. It'll just be another opportunity to have the fight of our lives.
Yeah, that's true.
We don't know that for sure, and I'd rather not bet on it.
I would bet on it, and I'm pretty sure we'll get another voice in our head too to join us, which sounds pretty fun to me. Should we attempt to free her? I kind of want to. Yeah, I think with this playthrough, we're just going to go with my first gut instinct for everything. Let's just attempt to free her. That sounds like the most fun to me.
I'm sorry, did I hear that right? Did you just say you're going to try and free her?
Mm-hmm.
She doesn't even want to be free.
I don't care. It sounds fun.
Exactly. So beyond the apocalyptic moral implications of letting her out, how do we even think that's going to work?
I don't know.
We have a weapon, right? We could always just cut her out, yeah?
Oh yeah, I don't think he actually can. There's no way to get her off that wall.
While she's trying to kill you.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah.
And then what? Do you think she'll just follow you out of here?
Maybe we can partner up and save the world together.
Maybe. I don't know. It's worth a shot, isn't it?
Sure.
No, it's not.
But I want to. We're doing it. Free the princess.
Actually, no, you're not. I have a responsibility to the world here, and I'm not
Your
just going to
world.
let you throw yourself into a scenario where the literal best outcome is the end of everything. Until you come up with any other idea, your body remains standing rigidly in place.
I don't think I like how much control you have, narrator.
What do you think you're doing? You can't just order our body around like it's some sort of dog.
Yeah.
Watch me. Your left arm lifts towards the ceiling and your hand twists into an obscene gesture. See? I can make it.
I don't like it, narrator. Don't control my body.
So what? You barely managed to lift our arm.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you can do more than that.
What are you doing?
Nothing. This
What
isn't
is that?
directed
Why
at
are you
you.
moving so weird?
I don't have control, princess.
Princess, taken aback, flashes her own rude gesture in return. Hey, you,
Oh my god.
decision maker. I want us to fight her as much as he wants us to kill her, but this is boorish. Just ignore him. If you want to try and free her, I don't think there's much he can do to actually stop you.
I'm with you on this one, Stubborn. Let's do what we want to do. Screw you, narrator. I'm gonna do what I want. Free the princess. I already know this is gonna end, but we're gonna try anyway.
You know what?
That's her face.
Blade in hand, you charge forward to try and free the princess from her bindings.
Finally. I have no idea what you were just doing, but I'm glad it's over.
No, it's fun.
Flash
Here we
across
go.
her wrist. Her elbow comes crashing down on your skull. An unsettling crack echoes in your ears.
This isn't what I wanted to happen.
It's a devastating blow. Your body crumples to the floor, limbs suddenly refusing to respond. This might be it.
Don't sound like you're taking so much joy in it, narrator. God.
That's it, huh?
Oh.
You've gotten really soft.
Everything goes dark, and you die.
Round 3.
In just one blow. Yes.
Oh.
Oh, come on, that's hardly fair. We're not dead. You're just flipping the table over.
Yeah, you're just giving up, narrator. What the hell?
It is what it is. You're dead. Finished. Over. Alright, fine, this whole thing's a frustrating mess anyways. We're better off with a fresh start. I'll see you two next time.
Yeah. Chapter 3, The Eye of the Needle. So we may be getting into completely new territory now.
You're on a path.
The
If you weren't
path's
so damn
different.
focused on freeing her, we wouldn't have died back then.
I'm sorry.
You're strong, but you're bullheaded.
Ooh, we got the skeptic
This
now.
isn't a fight, it's a puzzle. She's stronger than us, but we can use that to our advantage.
Stubborn and the skeptic. These are the voices actually in my head most of the time.
I hate puzzles.
Except I do enjoy puzzles.
Yeah, of course you do. I've never done a puzzle myself, but anything that doesn't get us beaten to death is good in my book. What do you have in mind? Same thing as last time, only we'll be smarter about it. We're getting her out of there. After that, we're seeing what happens.
Whoa, I like you, skeptic. That's what I want to
Are
do.
you insane? Do you have any idea how dangerous that would be? If she gets out of here, that's it. Game over for everyone, yourself included.
Oh, whatever,
Are
narrator.
you not challenging us on all the looping? Have you known about it the whole time? Are you the same one we've been talking to since the beginning?
Ooh, good question.
Why the lies? Why have you been playing the fool? What good could it possibly accomplish?
Way more good questions.
Sorry to disappoint what I'm sure must feel like a grand revelation, but that's not what's going on here. We've never met. Enlighten me then.
Yeah.
I have no memory of meeting you, but you've clearly seen things you weren't supposed to have seen. You'd only be saying the things you've been saying if you'd already been here.
We haven't been
So where
here.
does that leave us? It leaves us exactly where we started, and where I'm sure you've already been before. The princess, left unhindered, will bring about the end of the world. You have to put a stop to her. The only way to do that is to slay her. But we didn't stop her last time. We
I
died.
don't think she's slayable.
Here we are in a world unended, a different world unended to be sure, but there's still solid ground beneath our feet.
Yeah, what are we in? Are we underground?
What the hell are you going on about?
Oh, let him talk. I like him.
Even if he isn't lying, reality clearly continues to be real. So I want to see what happens when she leaves. I think we all need to see the truth.
Yes.
Absolutely do not need to see that.
Yes, we do.
Already told you the truth, and the only thing to see after she leaves is the end of everything. It's not worth it.
It is. I wanted to see the end.
The truth is always worth it.
Yeah.
If we're going to get to the bottom of things, we need to have a method. We
Yeah.
need to isolate a variable. And right now, her interaction with the outside world is the most interesting variable there is.
Yeah.
It's one of the only things we haven't seen. As much as I appreciate your dedication to scientific rigor, your core assumptions are all wrong. This isn't a puzzle, and this isn't an experiment. It's a do-or-die situation with apocalyptic consequences. And might I remind you that while it may seem consequence-free to you, that does not make it consequence-free to me,
What?
or to the people I'm trying to protect.
Why did you stop your sentence there?
We know, you told us last time.
Yeah, it's all a repeat, man.
How am I supposed to know that? It doesn't matter. It's the point that bears repeating.
Yeah, whatever.
As does the point that, for all you know, the end isn't really consequence-free to you.
That's fine.
You said yourself that the world is different than what you've already seen. It isn't supposed to be. If things are changing, they're changing for the worse. It's just how things work here. Treat this like it's your last attempt.
I treat every attempt like it's my last attempt. Still gonna be reckless with it, though.
Screw it.
Yeah.
I'm sick of this smug asshole telling us what to do.
Yes.
If you need help busting her out of there, I'm your man.
No. Oh my god, did we just win the stubborn one over? He is with us now. Let's do it, skeptic.
Welcome aboard. And if things go bad once we get her out of the cabin, well, at least you'll be able to get the fight you wanted.
Yeah.
The rest of you had better keep those two in check.
No.
They're far along the edge of a dangerous path. Don't let them go any further.
I'm with them. They're with me. We're gonna have some fun. Yeah, what if I don't agree with the plan? What if I'd rather do something else, narrator?
It's up to you in the end, isn't
Or
it?
skeptic.
It'd be best if you bought in, but there's not a whole lot we can do to stop you if you decide to do something else.
Oh no, skeptic, I'm with you, man.
These are just powerless thoughts and opinions. You don't need to let them drag you and the world to ruin.
We haven't talked enough about how different this place is. I wouldn't even call these woods. It's like her influence has poured into our world, or into the world.
It's evidence of one of many ticking clocks. You can't let her spread any further.
But do we know it's her? For all we know, he's in control, pulling the strings to make us too afraid to do anything but slay her.
That's kind of what I've thought from the beginning, Skeptic. God, it's like you're in my head.
For all we know, it could be us making the changes.
Yeah.
Exactly. And at least as things are now, there's no way for us to know. But the world is clearly not as it seems. We can't trust anything until we learn more.
Agreed.
If you question reality itself, there's not much I can offer in the way of persuasion, but do consider that it probably isn't helpful for anyone to doubt the ground they stand.
I do all the time. Let's just silently proceed to the cabin.
It isn't long before you find yourself at the end of the path, staring up the hill at the cabin. I hope you've given serious thought to your predicament.
Oh, I have.
No last advice for us? No words of warning?
Yeah, let
What
us
I
hear it,
gather,
narrator.
you've heard it all before. There's no use screaming into the wind.
Yes.
I don't know. Screaming sounds pretty good right about now. I could use a little catharsis.
There'll be time for that later. For now, you know what you have to do.
Proceed to the cabin.
The interior
It's
of
just
the
a
cabin
mirror.
is suffocatingly tight, more of a glorified tunnel than a building. Its stone walls squeeze against your sides, leaving you no choice but to
Blade.
press forward. The only furniture of note is an iron altar jutting out from the wall, a pristine blade perched on its edge.
Take it.
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you're going to do this right.
I need it just in case, because I'm not sure what I want to do yet.
But there's nowhere to go in here. This is just a hallway with a mirror at the end of it.
Are we gonna go into the mirror?
A mirror?
Oh.
But there isn't a mirror here. There's the iron altar, the blade sitting on the altar, and the door to the basement.
Well, this is weird.
Does he really not see it?
I don't think he does.
Or maybe what we see as a mirror, he sees as a door.
Maybe he's skeptic. Maybe.
It is a door. And before you ask, no, it's not a mirror-shaped door. The object at the end of this room is both door-shaped and a door. There shouldn't be any room for misinterpretation.
Who cares what it is? It's in our way. We should smash it.
Sure, but that's kind of bad luck there, Stubborn.
Take it.
Yep. Take the blade first.
You take
Yeah.
the blade from the altar. It will
Damn
be
right.
difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon.
Yeah, whatever.
Good. Wouldn't want to be pushed around without a way to push back. She likes when we can push back, doesn't she?
Oh, she does. Approach the mirror.
You step forward and approach the door to the basement, hesitating before you open it, as if you don't see it. You're rather committed to the bit, aren't you? The door's right there.
It's
right in front of
literally not, narrator. It's a mirror.
This really is just like last time.
A bit.
Can you
Except
really
we had a door
not
last
see the
time.
mirror? Or is pretending it doesn't exist another one of your rules?
So I like this guy.
There isn't a mirror.
But there is a mirror, narrator. It's right there in front of us.
Is it a rule to say that there isn't a mirror when there's clearly one right there? Because if it is, it's not a very good one.
Agreed.
I'm inclined to agree, but we don't know how things work here, do we?
True, also.
Just smash it already.
Stop. I don't want to break a mirror. Let's wipe it first.
Reach forward and drag your hand across the door leading to the basement. As if on command, it slowly slides open, scraping against the floor as it reveals the dim path ahead. Why am I not surprised? It was in our way, and now it's not. That's all that matters.
Yeah, I guess.
Before
I kinda
you
wish I
is what
smashed
may
it.
as well be a sheer cliff face. There are enough footholds that you'll be able to clamber your way to the bottom, but it will require careful effort. The air hissing up from below is warm and wet, like the breath of an enemy locked in close quarters. If the princess lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor. Her
Yeah.
voice, bold and fierce and impatient, echoes from the chamber below.
Do you have more fight in you than last time? That was such a disappointing show. I know you can do better than that.
But I could. It was the narrator taking over my body,
She
lady.
hasn't changed as much as she did the time before. She still wants a fight, which means we still know know her.
Oops. Shit. We can still use that to our advantage, yes. Are you sure you still want to fight, Princess?
Dead certain. Everything inside of me screams for it.
Does she have her own narrator, I wonder?
This is getting us nowhere.
Yeah.
Agreed. We'll have to go down there.
Yeah. Fine. Continue to the basement landing. Let's see what she looks
Nowhere
like.
to go but down. You start the difficult journey, gripping the stone, lowering yourself foot by grueling foot. But soon, there is solid ground beneath you.
It's freaking dark down here.
Best remember how to get back up. The last thing we want is to be stuck between a wall and a raging devil.
Like we're gonna survive this.
You turn to
my
face
God,
what
look
lies
at
at the
her.
end of the narrow
She's
tunnel.
huge.
The princess, imposing and tightly muscled, grins back at you from the darkness. Her face widens into a broad grin.
She looked better before.
There you are, knife in hand. How thrilling. Attack me, bleed me, twist the blade in my flesh. Break your bones against my body. I want a real challenge this time.
She is a little too extreme for me. Just gonna say it.
If we're trying to break her out, I doubt she'll come willingly. We'll have to
She's
use
still chained?
ourselves as bait.
I guess.
I really don't like the sound of this.
Me either, hero.
It's the only way to get us both out. And we need to see what happens when she leaves the cabin.
I do really want to see
You know what? I
that.
should have tried to intervene earlier because I can't let you do that. I won't be tough shit.
Narrator.
We're the ones in control.
Stubborn's taking over, man. He just moved the dialogue on his own.
It's not the...
But I like it. You can control me, Stubborn.
Yeah, doesn't feel nice to be yanked around against your will, does it?
Well,
Oh.
what are you waiting for? If we're gonna do this right, you can't be scared. You need to want this as much as I do.
I'm never gonna want it as much as you do. You're way too violent for me.
So go on. Make the first move. Don't keep me waiting.
Princess, I'm gonna have to ask you to come and get it. So many options. Holy crap. Yeah, here we go. Not down here. If you want me, you'll have to come and get me.
The princess scoffs.
Oh, you're up to something tricky, aren't you?
Maybe.
You're teasing me with what I want, but I'm sick of waiting. I'm not
Come and
going
get
to
it.
let you give me another bad fight. I'm going to get what I want.
Yeah, come and get it.
Oh God. Her eyes. The princess rushes forward, ignoring her chains as they bend and snap.
Oh, baby.
Okay, she's taking the bait. Now let's get out of here.
Yeah, let's go. Please get into the
Without
cabin.
hesitation, you turn back the way you came and scramble up the ledge towards the tunnel entrance. As you near the top, hands desperately clawing at jagged stone, you glance back. The princess is right on your heels. She doesn't bother to scale the wall as you do, instead digging deep into the rock of the cliff face with her fingertips in her rapid pursuit.
Oh, this is exciting.
Anywhere you go, I will follow.
Good.
We're planning on it.
You reach the ledge and hoist
Oh,
yourself
it's
up
there.
into the tunnel, the cabin door finally in sight, at once within your grasp and infinitely distant.
What is all of this for? What's the point? You and I are always going to end in violence, so why bother to run? I know what I am. Why can't you be the same?
I got layers, lady.
You continue to the door. It'd be a real shame if
No.
it was stuck.
No, skeptic, come on, help me out here.
Don't listen to him.
Yeah, listen to the skeptic.
Looks are nothing, just barrel through.
Yes, listen
No.
to Stubborn. Yes. Free her? Yeah, free her.
Your skin hums tight with adrenaline as you burst through the cabin
Yes.
door and roll onto the grass. You bastard.
Ooh, we did it. We disobeyed the narrator. This feels good, man.
You glance back at the cabin as the princess, singular in her desire to destroy you, explodes through the doorway. So, this is what the end looks like.
I don't know, is it?
What is this place?
Oh.
Where are we? This doesn't feel right.
That's what I've been trying to get at, lady. You just always want to frickin' fight with me. Just never listen to reason. Come on, let's team up.
It's cold.
Oh.
Why is it so cold? I feel so tired.
What? What? Ew! What just... Excuse me? What just happened? You do not have an opportunity to respond. Something has taken her away, and it's left something else in her place.
She's gone. Where did she go? Should we try and find her?
Yeah, go through the mirror.
And there's that mirror again. Why is it here? Why now?
Yeah, go through. The narrator is gone.
He is. Does that mean the world ended?
What?
It must have. Do any of us know what the world ending is supposed to look like?
No idea.
The world didn't. We're still here. Come on. We just need to keep going.
Yeah. I think I'm supposed to look at the mirror.
Something dreadful about it.
Agreed.
I don't think you should.
You're right. Part of me wants the truth, but something stronger is holding me back. Fear.
Can't let the fear hold us back. Let's go to the mirror.
We just need to find the princess.
I'm pretty sure we need to go through the mirror to find the princess, though. I don't know where she went, and I don't know how we'd even go about looking for her.
If there's even a her to find anymore.
All right. She's gone. It's just us and that awful thing.
It's like it's mocking us.
Let's approach the damn mirror.
I'm begging you, don't do
We
this.
have to, man. We have to. You want to just stay here? The mirror never scared you before, hero.
It's different now. It feels, I don't know, final.
You approach the mirror. Gaze into your reflection. Are we going to see what we look like? Silence as you reach forward. They're gone. They're gone, but the mirror remains. It's time for you to see what's in it. That's not my reflection. It's you. Is it? Or a monster? You are alone in a place that is empty. It is quiet here. Proceed to the cabin. Oh, there she is! You are at the cabin. Approach her.
Something finds me in the long quiet and brings me the gift of a fragile vessel.
What's with all the hands? It's a lot of hands. What are you?
I am solitary lights in an empty city. What are you?
I don't know. Solitary lights. I don't know what I am.
I think that you are like me.
Maybe.
We are oceans, reduced to shallow creeks.
Is this... Oh, are you what sent me to slay the princess? Are you what trapped me here?
I have only just now stirred to consciousness.
What?
I could not have trapped you here, and I too yearn to be free.
I would attack the entity. God knows, she seems so sweet. The gift of a fragile vessel.
Yes, nerves and fibers to feel the worlds beyond, perspectives to make my own. This one yearns to grow.
What is going on?
Even now I feel a will pushing against mine, not realizing that we are one. She will make for a fierce heart. Do not
Nice music.
warn her. We will provide her with the growth she fought
for. Let her out of there. Do you know the narrator?
You are the only thing I have ever known.
Yeah. Frick, I don't know what's going on.
The space we're in is vacant. Nothing comes here but us.
There's not much point in asking her many questions. She even told us, like, this is the moment she was born. Or gained consciousness. Well, what happens now? No, let's keep exploring. Do you know about the worlds beyond this place?
I know only that they are.
Let her out of there.
I'm sorry. There are some changes that can never be undone. There are some tears that can never be unshed. This is not a place that can hold a fragment of a concept. The moment she arrived here, she was going to return to me. I promise that it doesn't hurt.
So us slaying her brought her No, the narrator had to have been bad because he did not want her to leave the cabin when clearly her leaving the cabin was the right thing to do. But it also got rid of the narrator. I have so many questions. Are you the princess?
She is part of me, and part of me is her.
Okay. So that makes sense. But were you always the princess, or are you just making her part of yourself?
You speak in circles.
I suppose.
Does it matter where one thing begins and another ends?
Ultimately, I guess not. Do we know each other?
You are familiar, but you are not me. I feel sadness, longing, hope as I witness you.
Is this the end of the world?
How can the world have ended if we are talking?
Fair. Well, what happens now?
Nothing, as we are. But I know that there are worlds beyond us, and that we are meant to reach them. There is no exit, but this vessel is a creature of perception. She can make you forget, if only you believe her to be able to.
I don't want to forget.
Bring me more perspectives, so that I may be whole. And perhaps then we will know our freedom.
How much will I forget?
Everything. Until we meet again.
Is it always going to end like this? And what if I don't let you do this to me?
Then we will be here forever, as we are now. Unfinished. Dry. Hollow.
I don't really want that. I was sent to slay the princess to stop her from destroying the world. If I help you, is that what you're going to do?
You ask of things that cannot be done. To destroy is merely to reshape, to remold.
You're being semantic. What are you going to do if I help you?
How can I know? I am flickers in something sprawling and unilluminated.
You're creepy. That's too many hands. Aren't you scared I'll find a way to kill you?
I have not lived. I am not afraid to die.
Interesting perspective. How many more pieces of you do I have to find?
More than you have found, but less than there are to find. I am infinite. The rest will find their own way home.
I'm not going back.
If you need time, and I'll wait with you.
What? Wait forever. What would you do here? I guess we may as well just do it. Okay, I'm ready. Make me forget. I don't want to be here forever.
She asks that I tell you to remember her.
I don't think I'll ever forget her.
You won't.
Oh. Everything goes dark, and you die. Chapter 1, the hero and the princess. Okay. Dang, so I'm gonna probably end this one here.
You're on a path in the woods. You're here to slay.
Yeah, because that was definitely our first ending. I'm going to end this here because I do believe that was the end of the first adventure we got to experience to slay the princess. And boy, what a first adventure it was. I loved both the voices we got, Stubborn and Skeptic. Perfect for me. That was a good time. Though I will say the ending has, I think, left me with more questions than answers, which is fantastic because it just makes me want to play this game many more times than I do intend to. So I figure each new video of this game will be one full playthrough to the end, and we'll see what else we're gonna see. I'm already looking forward to playing through it again. I might play through it again right now. We'll see. So what did you think of the game so far? If you've joined me for the demos, awesome, thank you. I am very pleased with the full game so far. Not that we've played or explored very much of it, but the game has 97 achievements, so there is going to be a lot to explore. I'll link it in the description below if you want to check it out for yourself, and let me know what kind of experiences you had with this game if you do play it. Either way, thank you so much for joining me for the first part of Slay the Princess, and if you did enjoy the video, give it a like. If you want to see more like it, subscribe, and I hope to see you in the next one. Bye.